Well, obviously this is an odd week for videos and such, but yeah, so I spent the last week doing the journals. I think I mentioned that in Monday's video, but I was supposed to, and I went in the house and wrapped them all. I was supposed to video it, but I was so out of it that I didn't. That wasn't so fun, but you do what you got to do. I went Monday at about 6:30. Number 7 daughter Lorna took me down to Ontario, and she dropped me off at the hotel. And so I'd been to this hotel before, and they have a great shuttle service. You just tell them what time you want to go, and there's the guy there, and he drives you over. This time they gave me a phone number to call and said either do that or get this app for the GOAT. And the GOAT is the Ontario Area Transport Shuttle stuff to the airport. And it's, how they do this now. And so I called the number because I did not want another app, right? Who wants another app? Waited on the phone for like 10 minutes. And about 5 minutes in, I started downloading this app. I'm like, well, while I'm waiting, I'm just going to download the thing, see if I can do it. And once I saw that it was actually going to work, it was letting me get in there and tell them where I was and when I wanted to go, not when I wanted to go, but where I was and, that I wanted to go to the airport. I cut myself off the call because I'd already been waiting at that point at least 10 minutes. It might have been more. And then it would not let me schedule it. It wanted to bring someone right then. So I, just decided to wait until morning, hope it would work, and, called that good. But I went downstairs, and because I was going to go get my dinner, Denny's is right there at that hotel. So I went, it's like, I got to do a Denny's. It's been a long time since I've been to Denny's, so we'll do that. So I go downstairs and I asked her about it. She's like, well, just come down in the morning about 20 minutes or so before you want to be over there, and that'll work. Okay, I go off and do that. I went to Denny's, and what I really wanted from Denny's, I didn't know if this place would do. My local one does it, and it is so good. And so I asked her. So I wanted the nachos, but they have a meat sauce on their nachos that makes me ill. So I said, can you leave off the meat sauce and instead charge me extra? I'm good with that. I never expect them to do these things for me free. So that's important to note. But I wanted chicken and avocado and bacon with the nachos, and she did it. I haven't had those in so long, and it was so good. They're way better for you this way because it's a grilled chicken, and you get the avocado, and there's not lots of bacon. It's just little bacon bits, so it's like, no big deal. But it's got the cheese, but still it's not that heavy meat sauce stuff, and it's just not that it's nutritious food, but it's way better for you than adding all that other stuff in. So, I got up the next day, went to the airport. Everything went really smooth at the airport. Got to Denver and got into the airport in Denver, and the terminal where Frontier is doesn't have desks. Some terminals there do, because I know I've been in Denver and used work desks, but the Frontier terminals don't seem to have them. So I did a lot of walking around, and I feel like I had a really good sandwich, but maybe that's all in my head. I don't know. But then we had, in Denver, you get off the plane and you literally walk across the tarmac and into the building, at least at this terminal, or by these gates. And so that was interesting. And when I went back on, you show your boarding pass at the entrance to the jetway. They've never done this before, but when we get to the bottom, there's someone directing you. I mean, they always have you, if you're at the front of the plane, you get on, these stairs, and if you're near the back of the plane, going that way, and that way people are loading in two directions and you load faster, which I think is great. I'm so glad that they do that. But this woman insisted on seeing my boarding pass again after I'd put it all away to walk out there. And she was really annoyed with me that I didn't have it out and ready. Well, I've never had to have it out and ready before. This is new, and I didn't like it. I actually had a really bad attitude. I had to really watch myself so that I wasn't rude, because I was really wanting to just walk away and just forget it. It's like, you can't treat people like that. She's just doing her job. But why the job changed and why they didn't tell us when we, went through at the jetway, I don't know. But whatever. So yeah, it was kind of interesting. But yeah, then, we took off, and I'm here in Minneapolis. We're at the retreat. Kathy picked me up, and we got here. This Airbnb this is the nicest place we've done this retreat. I hope we get to come back to this one, because this has been just beautiful. Let no one say that they do not provide enough pillows in this place. Just on the off chance you didn't notice that there's actually 2 there. So we have 4, 7, 9, 11 pillows. Well, okay then. Nice room. Nice room. But, whoa. Hey, Kathy. What you doing?
I am editing. I am releasing. It is available for pre-order.
What?
Something new.
What new?
Something new. I've written something new.
Yeah.
It's
but what is
ready
it?
to release.
But what is the new?
It's something new.
But what new thing is it?
Well, it's my new book, Something New. It's kind of who's on first.
Right? That's what I was doing. So the book title is Something New.
The book title is Something New. Would you like to see it?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. Let's see if I can find it for you. It is Something New.
Something new.
There.
There. Very cool. Very cool.
Yes.
So excited. So what is Something New about?
Something New is a full-length novel that's based on the 2019 novella, Season of Change. But instead of a novella, this is a full-length novel, and it's fully expanded, and all the characters are, I just love it. I love it, and it's about Charlie.
Charlie, and
Charlie's
who is
house
Charlie?
burned down. That's really sad.
Yeah, that opening was like, whoa.
Charlie lost everything. And Charlie then had to go live with her mother on Serenity Hill, which used to be a commune, a real, live, genuine, full-fledged commune.
All the communism.
All the communism. And so back around 1980, the Jesus people came through the commune, and a lot of the people there were saved. The people who were saved, some of them went back to the city because they didn't want to be on the commune anymore. And
imagine that.
some of the people who hadn't been saved left the commune because they said the commune wasn't any fun anymore.
Imagine that.
So by now, Charlie's mother, Pamela, is the only one left on it, and it's really just a working farm at this point.
At this point. Right. Except it still has the broken down yurt and the
Yes,
old van. And
it's got all of those elements of the commune, and Pamela is kind of a hippie.
Oh, very much a hippie.
She is definitely
a bride on a horse with curly white hair.
Lots of curly white hair with pink highlights.
Yes, because why not?
Right. And so Charlie, who's gone on to be quite a respectable young woman, well, she's 40. Here she is. She's lost everything. She has to go home and live with her mother, who is a hippie on the former commune. And she's just dreading it.
Bless
Charlie's
her.
daughter is off at college. Charlie is looking forward to her daughter going and graduating and moving on into her career and becoming a businesswoman. And instead, Charlie's daughter comes home from college and says, guess what? Grandma and I are going to turn the old commune into a new place. It's going to have retail sales, and it's going to have events, and it's going to
Agritourism.
agritourism. Yes.
It's a good book. It was really fun. Women's fiction.
It is women's fiction. It's all about
It's romantic women's fiction, but it is women's fiction.
Yes.
But if you're looking for the heavy on the romance, you're not going to get it.
No.
It's a light, but it is satisfying.
Yeah.
That was my take anyway.
Good. Yes.
But so excited. So when does it come out?
On the 17th, but it is available for pre-order now.
And it's cheaper for pre-order.
Yes.
Right? Isn't it $1?
It's $1 cheaper.
Which is almost 20% off. I'm
Yes.
just saying. I mean, that all adds
It
up.
is.
Every dollar adds up. That's a free, I mean, one of the Kindle sales you get in addition. So,
So I'm really looking forward to it. This is book 1.
Book 1.
And it is Charlie's book. The next book will be about Pamela and her beau.
Yeah. Norbert. I love him.
This is a love at first sight.
Yeah, it was. It was obvious too.
Yes.
And it worked,
Yeah,
which
it's
is
fun.
really fun. But when you're, what is he, 82?
He's 72.
72. I thought he was 82. Anyway, when you're 72, you need love at first
Yeah,
sight. You don't want slow
waste
burn.
time. No.
I'd be dead in the crematorium by the time.
No, slow burn.
That's what I mean.
Yes. Yes, and it's not exactly a May-December romance. It's, more like a October-December romance.
Right.
And so
Late October.
She's 66. She is a younger woman.
Yeah, not that much younger though.
So the next book is Pamela.
Awesome.
And it's all about Pamela.
Any clue when we'll see that? Are we looking at 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5
Probably
years?
6 months.
Score.
Yes.
Score.
And then the last book will be all about the granddaughter.
Oh.
And I hope she's matured by then.
Yeah, but she was delightfully her age. She
Sweet
wasn't
too.
obnoxious or anything. She
No.
just was, she was that
little
selfish,
self-centered. Yeah.
it's
She had a
normal.
plan and she wanted to make it work.
Just like her mother and her grandmother.
And she's exactly like her mother and her grandmother.
They're all alike, even as they're totally different. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
So
You did a great job.
Thank you. I'm really loving this series, and I'm so glad that I got that whole book fleshed out. I've always wanted to do that.
It was a good move. It was a really good move. I'm glad you did.
Yes, so that's what I'm working on.
So where did they go to find out more about you and all this stuff?
They can go to kathyswanson.com.
Kathy with an E.
Cathe.
Got it.
Swanson, like Swede.
Right? 100 Swedes ran to the weeds, chased by one Norwegian.
I've heard that.
Yeah, I have to say it or my husband will divorce me or something like that.
Not that.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't do it, but he'd want to. Anyway, bless him. It's like me rooting for Iowa. I would be in the doghouse. Yeah, I can't root for Iowa.
No, why not? He's from Iowa.
Iowa State.
Oh, okay. Just
Not
Iowa.
yeah, not those evil Hawkeyes.
Okay.
Let's get it straight. But anyway, awesome.
So if you sign up for my newsletter,
Yeah,
that would be the way to get updates about each of these as they come out.
that would be cool. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
So excited. Okay, someone when they get done with this, if they loved it and they want something like it, which book did they go to next?
Once you've read this and
Yeah.
you'd like something similar, I would recommend Rainbow Valley.
Rainbow Valley.
Yes. And you can get that by signing up for my newsletter,
Awesome.
or you can get it on Amazon.
Excellent. And how do they get it on Amazon?
They go to Kathy Swanson.
There you
Search
go.
for
So-
Kathy Swanson.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect. Excellent. All right. Well, thank you. And so what are you going to be working on the rest of the retreat?
I'm going to work on all the details that go into getting the book finalized and ready on
and ready
Amazon. And then I am going back to my 1970 book, which is all about Joni and Dennis, and they're going to go set up a...
They're going to set up a
They're going to
commune.
set up a commune. I am totally into this.
It's like going all commune. Pretty funny. I love it. Guys, you might want to get worried. I'm just saying. All right. Right? Okay.
No,
Right?
one way.
One way. Okay. All right. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Well, I do have my journal with me. And one of the things that I put in for June was for this retreat, even though I didn't start it until today. Looky here. There was this is what it said. I don't know where I got it. It was some Facebook group. But it's a little bingo board of different things to do, and I thought it would be fun to try to do as many of them as possible on this retreat. So there is doing writing sprints. Set your alarm early and write. That's going to be weird. Write outside. I can't wait to do that, but it's been rainy, so far it's not yet. Write more today than yesterday. I actually didn't today, so I can't do that, but tomorrow, that'll make tomorrow easy. Light a candle before writing. I can't do that here because I didn't buy a candle, but I might be able to buy one before I go to Kathy's house, and then we can do that. Surprise yourself. I don't know what that's going to mean, but whatever. But I did write in a new place because I wrote here. 100-word power-up. I don't even know what that means, but I definitely wrote more than 100 words, but still. Write with pen and paper. I will probably have to pull out a journal for that because I'm getting low on pages in here, and it's got to make it through the rest of this month. A lot of this is taken up, so yeah. Write with courage. Not sure about that. I'm not figure out what that's going to mean for me, but interview one of your characters. That would be fun. I think I should do that with the detective. That might be an interesting way to work on that, right? Rewrite a line of dialogue 3 times. That will be fun. Not sure what it'll be yet, but whatever. Write when you don't want to. Okay, I almost never don't want to. So I wonder if I'm allowed to double up, because doing this one and setting your alarm early, that would be when I didn't want to. Make yourself feel something. Well, you're supposed to do that whenever you write, so that should be easy. Write even if you're tired. I generally actually don't do that. People think I do because I'm up so late, but I really don't. Have fun writing. Well, I've already done that, so I probably should give myself a thing, but I think I'm going to make it more deliberate than that, where I actually create something fun for writing. So I haven't figured that out yet. Second writing session of the day, not yet. Another 100-word power up. Reward yourself for writing. I bought salted caramels tonight. Does that count? Another 100-word power up. Okay. Write a favorite scene. Well, I won't know until I write it if it's a favorite, so I'll have to get that going. Be proud of what you wrote. That's kind of fun. I haven't done anything that I would consider proud-worthy. Write something difficult. That's definitely coming. I'm in the middle of difficult right now. As soon as this scene is done, then I get to do that because everybody is going at each other, and that's tough for me to write. So definitely doing that. And then write in your pajamas. I'm in my pajamas right now. See, pajamas. And I might do that before I get on with this video. I might finish part of this scene so that I can definitely say that I wrote in my pajamas. But anyway, I thought it would be fun to share this one. I did something different this time. These little traveler's notebook sizes don't work well for the waterfall pages on the side, but I tried the top corner, and that's working. I'm liking it. So I might continue it through this month, but if I don't, oh well. But this will at least get me until I get home. Anyway, I had to share. The weather has been great. The first morning we woke up, I wasn't planning on getting up quite that early, but the power went out. I heard it snap off. And we had a bad storm, and I think they were checking things, and they blew something while they were checking it. But we were told that we weren't going to get power back until 10:15 at night. So that was going to be bad, but it actually didn't work out that way. Instead, we had our power back by 10:15 in the morning. And so I had already canceled, while I still had power on the phone, I used it as a hotspot and emailed the 2 interviews I had. I brought my microphone to do interviews because I had to cancel last week, right? And so, yeah, that didn't work. But all that to say, it even the things that went wrong, they're still better. The Wi-Fi here is pretty good, but it has dropped a couple of times, just slowed really bit, and then it picks right back up. So it wouldn't have been good for recording anyway. But on the way here, though, I did listen to listen and read 2 different books. I'm starting on the second Charity Shop Detectives. This is Beach Hut Murders. And so far, it's pretty good. I'm not having the same problems I had with the other one. I really had I didn't mention how frustrated I was by these two women in particular, Fiona and Sue, Partial Sue. They read lots of detective novels, and they just were kind of going about willy-nilly, just clutching at any little thing and just running with it and trying to prove, like build a case around their theory instead of, actually searching for actual clues. And you would think someone who read that much would at least have a better grasp of how to attempt an investigation. So I didn't like that in the first one. I'm not seeing that as much in this one, so that's nice. But then, we have this, things going on here. There's these beach huts, and they're pretty primitive. I mean, they don't even have bathrooms or anything, but they're like luxury items for people anyway. And one of them burned down, and somebody was in it and had been rescued out of it, but still died. And they're trying to figure out what's going on, and they've been asked to look into it, and things that can go wrong will go wrong. I mean, I really want this one guy to be the bad guy. I want him to be responsible. I want them to nail him. I do not like him, but I kind of have a feeling it's not him. I think he's a little too obvious, and I think he's just a jerk rather than a murderer, so that's not so good. But I was also reading / listening to, I listened a little bit, and then I figured out that, wait a minute, this is kind of an AI voice, and it's not the worst ever, because I listened for several minutes before it was crazy obvious, so it's not that bad, but I prefer to read it. The AI voices just don't do it for me, but because when they're bad, they're really bad. So anyway, this one is Hieroglyphs and Homicide by Tracy Higley, who is the author of the book that I'm supposed to read this month for Chantal Reads All Days Read Your Bookshelf Challenge. That one is Something in the Garden of Deep Time, and supposed to be 5 words or more. And so that's by Tracy Higley. That's who is the author of the series. This is the Clarissa Bell Mysteries. They take place in 1920 in Egypt. They are kind of like Amelia Peabody in the 30s, but a young woman instead of an older woman. And she does some things in this that it's so cool. She's not, she's kind of a not like other girls. And how Tracy Higley made that palatable was really cool. The character of Clarissa, she has a unique way her brain works and catalogs things, and it fits with her whole archaeology, doctorate. And I mean, she's just, it's so far, it's really cool. There's some neat adventures, and is his name Drew? I don't think so. I think I'm remembering that from Kathy's book. But anyway, this guy that she meets he's calls himself an antiquities dealer, but he's actually sometimes dealing in illegal things, and it makes her mad, but she actually needs him, so they have to work together. And I can get a feel that they're going to learn appreciation for the other person. I mean, this guy is trying to keep things from being spirited away where no one's ever going to see them again, and she just wants things preserved the way they're supposed to be, and so I think they're both going to learn from each other. I'm not sure, but so far I'm really liking it. It is really, 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 really good. So that's what I've been reading. And then when I got here to the retreat, I read Kathy's Something New that is coming out on June 17th. Just, reading through and making sure that I don't catch anything that maybe, needs to be addressed before then, final beta read type thing. And it was really, really good. It's women's fiction. It's light romantic women's fiction. There's definitely a romance thread, but if you pulled the romance out of the book, there's still a story there, and it still stands, and it stands strong. So that it's clearly women's fiction, and it's wonderful. So you have Charlie and her mother Pamela and her daughter Samantha, and it's all from Charlie's perspective in that regard. And then you do have Drew's perspective as well, and Drew is the romantic interest, but you get a lot less from him because, again, it's kind of a lighter thing. And yeah, it was just really good. There was a twist in there that she got me on. I thought that maybe she got me because I knew about another book that had something that would have worked this way. And so I thought I knew what was going on. And so when it didn't turn out to be what I thought it was, I was like, whoa, you got me. But I wondered, would she have gotten me if I didn't know about that other book that I knew she wasn't going to actually write someday? Or I think she had decided not to. Maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I didn't think she was going to actually write it. So I thought maybe she had put it in here. And so I thought, well, maybe somebody else wouldn't get that. I wasn't sure. But turns out, a friend of mine, Lucinda, also read it as a beta reader, and it got her too. So I think Kathy did a great job with that. That was awesome. And, whatever. But there, yeah, we're all here. I'm here with Carrie Trumbo and Mandy Blake and Tara Grace Erickson and Kathy Swanson. And we're all, doing our thing. We're missing Jessie Guzman and Elena Johnson and Lena Turner. They were supposed to be here and couldn't make it, but on Saturday, Becca Syme is coming to spend the day with us, or at least part of the day with us, so we will get to chat with her and, learn from her. She is a genius with the Clifton Strength stuff, so we'll get to do some of that. So yeah, I'm looking really forward to it. I'm really enjoying myself. I needed this. I didn't know how much I needed it, but I really needed it. So yeah. All right. I think it counts, right? I mean, I did it. I wrote in my pajamas. Oh, also, remember, oops, where's my lid? I'm trying to get my lid on. Doing this one-handed, it's not easy. But there's this one. It was like write with pen and paper. And I said I would have to pull out one of the journals that I brought, but I don't. I forgot. Look at the journal that Carrie Trumbo gave us. I mean, come on. Come on. I got to get this open, but I don't know if I can do it with one hand. I can. So I think I will use this for that because, I mean, come on. How perfect is this for writing by hand? Yeah. So I will try that tomorrow, or actually once this goes up it'll be today, but I will try this and then I will get another square on my board. Let's see. Write with pen and paper. So right now, to get an actual bingo, if I did 100-word here and did a writing sprint, I would have one bingo. I want to black out the board, but I would have one there. So in this one will give us 2 in one row. So we'll see. But it looks like I'm going to get close. And technically, I could, if I can double up, I would definitely get one of these because I just wrote that 300 words. So, just saying. All right, guys, I will see you on Monday, hopefully with more updates. And do let me know what you're doing this weekend. Obviously, you know what I'm doing. And I hope you had a lovely week. Bye.